President Donald Trump is set to attend Les Miserables at the revamped Kennedy Center. This marks his first visit to the venue since orchestrating a conservative leadership overhaul. The Kennedy Center, once a hub for diverse performances, has seen subscription revenue drop 36%. Theater subscriptions have plummeted 82% following Trump's changes. His attendance at Les Miserables, a musical about citizens rising against government oppression, comes just days after he deployed U.S. Marines and the National Guard to quell protests in Los Angeles. The event, now a high-profile fundraiser, offers donors VIP access for contributions ranging from $100,000 to $2 million. President Donald Trump is set to...
Yes, he is there. And I had been anticipating this for a while because I did a video on this a little over a month ago after he coup d'etat, so to speak, and changed things over. You fill in the blank, you know how things were rolling back in the day, and a lot of folks got mad, a lot of folks lost their job. And he became the commander, so to speak. I'm gonna get into that. My question to you is he living out this play? Is he literally living out this play? Let's learn more about this and then we'll go further.
Les Miserables by Victor Hugo unfolds in early 19th century France, a nation rife with social unrest and punishing poverty. At its heart is Joe Valjean, a man imprisoned for stealing bread. Released after 19 harsh years, Valjean feels only anger and desperation, until a compassionate bishop offers him shelter and forgiveness, gifting him silver candlesticks instead of turning him in for theft. Overwhelmed, Valjean resolves to break from his criminal past, assuming a new identity and dedicating his life to kindness. Soon.
Well, Trump said he and Melania have seen this a few times because he was interviewed on the red carpet. You heard me. Trump was on the red carpet. And man, we're going to digress from here, but I can't wait to get into this. But I want to play what he said the other day. Yeah, because we got to get an update on this Middle East thing. You see, the first video I did this morning, it's brewing, people. I said it's brewing. So hold tight, we're going to come back. Yesterday, when he was at Fort Bragg, he said something that stuck with me overnight, and I got up this morning thinking about it. And I'm wondering, as he talks about how we go over in Black Hawk helicopters and we hunt people down, that just stuck with me. He didn't say anything about the Middle East, but the pattern with the powers, they usually talk a few days before an event occurs. Check this out.
The dueling howl of Black Hawks in the dead of night, the thunderous boom of artillery fire, or the ferocious roar of a U.S. Army infantry brigade charging over the horizon. That brigade is going to charge like you've never seen before, and hopefully I can keep you out of that, but if I don't, you're ready. Is that right? If I can keep you out of it, if I keep you out of it, that's okay, but if we need it, you're ready. You know, it's called peace through strength, isn't it? Peace through strength. For our adversaries, there's no greater fear than the United States Army. They all fear us, and we have the greatest force anywhere on earth. You know, you read different stories that others are building and building and building. We have a force like no other. They said it would take 5 years.
So that's his pep talk with his maroon hat and almost maroon tie. Phoenician, what you think? Now, breaking news, U.S. preparing to partially evacuate Iraq embassy over security risk, hence major action. You see, there's nothing positive coming from this so-called negotiation they want to wrap up by this weekend.
The United States is preparing to evacuate its Iraqi embassy due to heightened security risks in the region. 3 U.S. and 2 Iraqi sources said on Wednesday, while a U.S. official said military dependents could also leave Bahrain. U.S. President Donald Trump has repeatedly threatened to strike Iran if stuttering talks over its nuclear program fail. And on Wednesday, he said he was growing less confident that Tehran would agree to stop enriching uranium, a key American demand. Iranian.
That's what it's all about, people. This is the nightmare. Negotiation isn't good.
It appears that the United States is evacuating Iraq embassy staff over heightened security risks, as well as non-essential staff from Bahrain and Kuwait.
So you have to ask the question, why would the U.S. evacuate embassy staff?
From Iraq, Kuwait, Bahrain.
So basically,
Aziz Nasserzadeh, who's the head of Iran's armed forces,
said that Iran will strike U.S. targets in the region should nuclear talks fail and the United States attacks Iran. So this could be a leading indicator that the talks with Iran over the uranium enrichment might not be going that well, and the United States is about to use force, and this is simply a precaution.
You think? You think?
So as you can see here, it is an absolutely massive amount. And getting on into our first pieces of news, we are going to be moving on into the Middle East, as it does appear that the state of Israel will now be preparing for strikes against the Islamic Republic of Iran. We have not been able to get any direct statements from the state of Israel's government, but we have been able to get actions and statements from other nations throughout the area, particularly the United States and the Islamic Republic of Iran, that are certainly showing us that some kind of military action is now inevitable within the region. As we have been able to hear that just earlier today, the Islamic Republic of Iran has directly threatened a state of war, with Iran's defense minister stating that if we go to war with the U.S., Iran will strike every American base across the Middle East, in a statement earlier today. While at the exact same time, the United States...
You heard it. It's definitely percolating. Which brings me back to this. Barack Obama said it himself. Nobody's coming to save you. I did a video earlier. Atlantic Magazine writer. And I've seen it in other aspects. Heads of state, people in positions, they're calling for Obama. Where is Obama? I find it very ironic. So listen to this, and we're going to look at this, okay? We're going to look at this a little bit more deeper. Because we could be on the cusp of calamity, conquer, calculated world order.
It's up to all of us to fix this. It's not going to be because somebody comes and saves you. The most important office in this democracy is...
He said that June 8th of 2025. Wow. That's deep. Well, I'm sorry. He said that, I don't have my dates right. I forgot what date he said that. I don't have my sequence. Well, we'll get to it. Whereas Obama came out in Atlantic Magazine June 8th. Let's look at that. June 8th, 2025, they asked for Obama, right? I look at 11/4 when he became president. That's 6,060 days ago. But look at this here. 7 months and 4 days, if you bring the years up to date. America was born July 4th. And then look at this. If you bring this 2008 up to 2024, it's only 216 days between the time he was elected till the day in Atlantic Magazine, whereas Obama. What is 216? The 216th day of the year is August 4th, and Barack Obama was born August 4th. which is the 216th day of the year. As you can see, this is calculated. It's all calculated. Now let me get back to this here. Obama was at a college when he said that. When did Obama say, nobody's here to save you? When did Obama say that? That was recently. And I had wrote it down. Working on this thing, overlapped. He was at a college. Okay. Obama was at a college and said, there's nobody here to save you. Okay. Okay, Hamilton College, and I did a report on that. April 3rd, 2025. That's gonna be 66 days ago. April 3rd, that's what I had, April 3rd. So watch this here. April 3rd, 2025. Nobody's coming to save you. Versus 6/8 when Atlantic Magazine came out and said, where's Obama? That's 66 days ago, people. 2 legs is 666. But I want you to understand something. Trump, they're doing so much. And I just sometimes just sit back and concentrate. And that's how I put it together. So I'm gonna put it together for you. He's at the Kennedy Center, where he's the president. I'm gonna show you all this. Watch him speak to the Middle East crisis that's going on right now. Watch the report, ask him a question.
We're gonna make it really great. So that's gonna be great. Say it again.
Yes, a question from Newsmax. Can you provide an update on Iran? We're hearing reports that U.S. personnel are being moved out of the region within striking distance.
Well, they are being moved out because it could be a dangerous place, and we'll see what happens. But they are being, we've given notice to move out. We'll see what happens.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I call that sound effect. Listen to this. It's mind-blowing. Listen to the boom in the back.
We'll see what happens. But they are being, we've given notice to move out. We'll see what happens.
Is there anything that can be done to dial the temperature down in the region?
They can't have a nuclear weapon. First thing, they can't have a nuclear weapon.
They cannot have a nuclear weapon. But again, listen to that sound effect, like a bomb hit as he was answering about the Iranian situation. I got so much to show you. Just chill out. Watch this.
Dangerous place, and we'll see what happens. But they are being, we've given notice to move out. We'll see what happens.
Did you hear that?
Is there anything that can be done to dial the temperature down in the region?
They can't have a nuclear weapon. First thing, they can't have a nuclear weapon. We're not going to allow that.
Now, they cannot have a nuclear weapon. He spoke to it. Now, getting back, he's at this play. Les Merelda. What is it about in part? Let's go.
President Donald Trump.
Tonight, Donald Trump will go to the Kennedy Center to see a performance of Les Miserables, which is a play about a mass uprising against a tyrannical king.
A mass uprising about a tyrannical king. So, on the national front, he's got an uprising. LA, Chicago, Minneapolis, you name the city, sanctuary city, it's going berserk. At the same time, he's got an overseas crisis. But I got something to show you. Watch this. Watch this as they reported Fox. Watch this here. Mr. Trump symbolically, there's something going on. I want to make sure you guys catch this, okay? Him and Melania walking in. He's got on the black and white. And look what they're walking on. Look at this.
Dave, sorry, I just have to cut you off. We see the president there and the first lady at the Kennedy Center. Let's just listen briefly. You see there also Rick Burnett.
To pitch in and make a difference.
We want to bring it back and bring it back better than ever. As you know, it needs a little help from the standpoint of age and fitness, but it's going to be fantastic. I really am. I love it. We've seen it many times. We love it. Well, let's not talk about that. It's a very serious subject. It could be.
Mr. President, can you come to the poll camera, sir?
I believe so. As far as I know, yes.
Mr. President, Corey yesterday said that you love women. Is it true?
Say it. We'll see what happens.
Mr. President.
We're going to meet with a lot of people. I look forward to it. Say it.
Okay, so you see it, wife smiling, nice and elegant, but he's on the red carpet. I believe this is all symbolic. You got a lot of things going on, people. That's why I took my time so you could just drink it in mentally. He's on a red carpet. Nationally, things are imploding. Maybe, maybe not. Overseas, it is imploding. Maybe, maybe not. But he's in black and white, but he's walking a red carpet. Come on now. Red is sacrifice and red is blood. Now let me go down here. Trump made chair of Kennedy Center as his president is fired. The president solidified his grip on the performing arts complex as the center's longtime president. Here's the longtime president. He fired her. Deborah F. Rutter at the 46th Annual Kennedy Center Honors event in Washington in 2023. She was fired from her job as president of the center on Wednesday. This is back in the day. President Trump was made chairman of the Kennedy, John F. Kennedy Center for Performing Arts in Washington. He announced on Wednesday, cementing his grip on an institution that he recently purged of Biden's appointees. All right, now check it out. February 12th, he did this. February 12th, 2025, he became the kingpin. He was elected as the new chairman. This is Donald J. Trump. Take February 12th of 2025, subtract it from 11/22. What is 11/22? That's JFK's assassination date. The difference is 11 weeks and 5 days. Trump was elected November 5th. What are the odds that Trump became the chairman of the board, so to speak, right, of the Kennedy Center, and exactly 11 weeks and 5 days later, well, before that, was the anniversary of the assassination of JFK. What are the odds? Now, check this other one. When you take 11/22/2025, the assassination anniversary of JFK, and then look, 6/11 is today, 6/11/2025. Trump is there today with his elegant wife, beautiful wife. The difference is what? 165. I know it's crazy. JFK was slain, his anniversary, 11/22/2025. This year would be his anniversary being slain. And Trump is there on 6/11. 165 days from now, Kennedy is slain. What is 165? The 165th day of the year, people, is June 14th. June 14th. What's June 14th? That's Trump's birthday, baby. That's Trump's birthday. How is that? This is all scripted. Then look, this is the play he's going to go see, or the musical, whatever it is. This is what he's going to be at. He's going to be there tonight. He's there right now. And release date is December 25th of 2012. December 25th. Look at this. Take December 25th of 2025, the anniversary of that, versus tonight, 6/11 of 2025. The difference is Trump's birthday. I'm going to say it again. The anniversary of this play that he's going to see, musical, whatever it is to play, a musical, whatever he's going to see, take that date, subtract it from 6/11, you get Donald Trump's birthday. As you can see, it's about Trump. And when you think about the questions he was asked about the Middle East, and you think about the musical itself, about the uprising, mainly in LA, it reflects the time. And when you look at the dates of Kennedy, it speaks that something is going to go down. I just want you to see this thing and understand we're on the brink of something. Okay, Les Moresba is a musical, okay? I get tired of people emailing me when they have nothing else better to say, don't appreciate the work, and if I make one mistake, they try to hang me like Jesus. So there's your clarification. I don't know everything. I ain't been around the world. I don't know everything, okay? But I'm getting it right, and I'm trying. I'm trying to do the Lord's work. So back off. People, these are the last days. Jesus is coming soon. He is coming soon. I'm trying to do a work. Who else is bringing it to like this? The average person is just showing you that Trump is there. He's walking on a red carpet. And there might be a Middle East war by the time he's done with this musical. And something might happen with his birthday celebration, June 14th. God bless you. Hug your family. Put some water. Get some food in the house. Hunker down and pray. And like I said in yesterday's live, live your best life, baby. Don't worry about a thing. God bless you. Jesus got it under control. It's my job just to interpret what's going on. You be good. Thank you.